Number one, when a person says to repeat that, oh my Jesus, when someone marries the wrong person, when someone marries the wrong person. Yeah, that's the thing. Hello everyone. My name is Muiwa.
And I'm Oyinkansola.
And this is
Love and Emotions Hub.
How are you all doing today?
Very fine.
Alright, so today we'll be going straight to our video, and today we'll be talking about something very interesting, which is when marriage is a mistake. One of the reasons why we're doing this video is because of the rate of divorce these days, So a lot of people are confused, divorce here and there, separation here and there. Just few days ago, Baba E and Deboe and his wife celebrated 56 years wedding anniversary. 56 years, imagine. Still in this world where there's a lot of...
older than most of us.
you understand? So their marriage is even older than most of us, many of us. Do you understand? So that's why we're picking this title. For so many people, marriage is a mistake. However, there are so many people who are still enjoying marriage, just like we are. And we thank God for that. And this is not just about God, it's about other things that would also still be talking about.
Yes.
But in this video, our main aim is to point out the occasions that show that marriage is a mistake. Number one, when someone marries the wrong person. One of the ways you know that you married the wrong person is when you don't pay attention to red flags that were there when you people were in a relationship. This person smoked, this person drinks, domestic violence and things like that. And you just give excuse to the person like, oh, he will change.
He promised that he will change.
He will promise he will change. Things like that. So that already shows you that this person is a wrong person you are marrying.
Yes.
And it's quite sad. It's quite sad.
And the funniest part is that if we want to take statistics, a greater percentage of whether men or women entering that wrong relationship, they are seeing some of these things, but maybe it's love that is blinding them, or they feel whatever reason it is, but they're seeing some of these pointers and they still decide to dive into that marriage. It's not a good thing at all. It's not.
Unfortunately, so many people take it as love, but really in the real sense of it, it's not love. There's something else it is called. We're going to do another video that will talk about difference between love and lust, obsession, and other things like that. So that people can really pinpoint and understand.
They know where they are in their emotional state. If this your emotional state is love or lust or obsession or whatever thing it is.
So let me give you another instance where you know that you married the wrong person. When your faith is not aligned and your core values are not aligning. So for instance now, you believe one thing, the other person believes something else drastically. So let's say sometime in some cases a person is a Christian, a person is a Muslim, the other person is a Muslim. The values are different.
Yes.
I've seen cases where people say no, it doesn't matter. Then they now get to the marriage, there's now conflict, friction on, okay, where are the children going? What are the beliefs of the children?
Especially to issues.
Approach to issues. Especially when it now happens that maybe the person who is the Christian was not fervent before. Then the person now became fervent when they got married. And the person now wants all their children to begin to go to church or things like that. And the spouse is saying that we didn't discuss it when we're getting married. No, this was not the agreement.
Or for example, because there is a religion that permits some certain things, those things were not there before you got married, and you know that you'll not be able to take some of these things. But now that you got married, because the person's religion can permit some of these things, and
you are not agreeing.
You are not agreeing with it, and now you have a problem with it. So those are the things, different things that might come up.
So that's why, as much as possible, avoid marrying somebody who is termed as wrong. I will have given you some instances that will show that this person is a wrong person for you.
And when we say wrong, it doesn't necessarily 100%
mean that the person is a bad person.
Please don't get this wrong.
No.
There are some instances that the best person is not a bad person,
yes,
but there are some characteristics,
yes,
in the person's life that is not the best for you.
Absolutely.
Please get that right. So we're not saying that anybody is a bad person or anything like that. Yes, we know that there are some people that are actually bad, and we are trusting God that God will shine light in their hearts. But we are not necessarily saying that you being in a wrong marriage means you are married to a bad person.
So that's why we're not using the term bad, we're saying wrong. So wrong in the sense that a lot of things didn't align, or a lot of things were not correct before you got married. We hope you understand point one, when someone marries the wrong person. Let me say this. There are so many reasons, when marriage is a mistake. There are so many scenarios, but we're picking only 5. And for us, number 5 is very important. So wait till the end of this video to listen to number 5, because it will do you a lot of good, especially if you're looking towards getting married very shortly or very soon. And at this point, have you liked?
Yes.
Have you shared? Have you subscribed? Because we want to believe that at this point you're already getting the juice from this video. Number 2, when someone marries for the wrong reasons. You see this particular one, a lot of people are inside this hole. People are saying things like, my friends are getting married. I want to get married too. So not really.
Pressure from your parents that you finish school now. What's next? You are 27. You are 30. And they get pressurized to settle.
Pressure from the society.
Yes. It's like this fine girl. You have good work now. You are settled. You're already living in a good house. You even have car. What else? Bring man home now, or maybe bring woman home now. You've been working. You have this one. You have that one. You're not settled. You don't know that your time clock, or what they used to call that, your biological clock is ticking. All of those things. And then some of these things get to the head of individuals, and they decide to just settle for anything that they see.
So another scenario could be that somebody is saying that, I don't want to sin, I don't want to undergo sexual sin, and that's the sole purpose why the person is getting married.
That getting married so that they have a man or a woman that they can be,
legitimately. Now that is a valid reason. However, that should not be your main only reason why you are getting married.
It means that you are getting the concept of marriage wrong in the very first place. And because you are getting the concept of marriage wrong, there's every probability that you're even married to the wrong person.
Because you'll be expecting that, this person will give me sex every time.
You want to have sex 24/7. You wake up pre-sex, you sleep, you sex, you come back from work. Is that
Maybe you should come and ask every married person you have seen, if that's what really happens. Just ask people around.
So what happens
people around
outside that you are not making preparations for?
And for some people, they want to escape home chores. My daddy is always telling me to do this. My mom is always telling me to do this. I'm so tired.
Don't worry, I'm going to marry now. When I marry, I go to my husband's house or have a wife. People will not be treating me in that way. People will not be seeing me as a...
And that's your only reason why you want to get married? If that is your only reason, then my brother, my sister, you are going to get it wrong. That's your sole reason. So that's why we're giving all these important points. Possible scenarios. And for some people, they just want to get married to a rich person. Do you understand? Rich person gang, both male and female alike. Yes, both male and female alike, because even guys right now
they're looking for a rich sugar mommy.
Now, don't get it wrong. We're not saying that you should not desire to get married to a rich person. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that if that is your sole aim,
ignoring different behavioral and personal, traits that you only just once you see rich guy like this, your head don't open light. When you see rich woman like this, your head don't the hot.
Unfortunately, you see people say things like, he's a rich guy. Well,
I
even
don't
if
mind.
he's cheating, I don't
mind that.
And then they now get into the marriage.
And what they are not minding, it will not be giving them
a major issue for them.
Why do you want to do that to yourself? Like, why?
So that's reason number 2. When marriage is a mistake. Number 3 is when someone lacks knowledge, the right knowledge and adequate knowledge. Take note of those 2 things. So adequate knowledge, adequate knowledge in that, okay, you know about finances, you know about sex, you know about parenting, you know about maybe spirituality, you know about every area that is necessary. Work-life balance, you know, all those things. Adequate knowledge. Then right knowledge comes into place where people are now thinking, okay, this is how I treat my husband, this is how I treat my wife. Some people, yes, okay, let me give you an example now. Some people place their children over their spouses. That's a wrong ideology. So that's why we said right knowledge. Right knowledge. So this right knowledge is not what you pick from social media alone. Do you understand?
Why are you even picking from social media?
Why are you even picking from social
media? It's not even a place to pick anything.
So now look at, we're on social media. Actually.
Yes, what I mean is that looking for advice or education from what people say. General people, like general social media, their businesses on social media. We are on social media,
but we are trained professionals.
We are trained professionals. So you sift out what you get on social media, not what everybody
is saying.
Exactly.
To the extent that some people will go and say, you people, please come and help me, or come and give me advice. So I don't know what to do. And every Tom, Dick and Harry,
they are going through different things in their lives. We want to either put you in the same situation that they are found themselves in, or even put you in worse situations.
So that's why we're saying adequate knowledge and the right knowledge. Please take note of these things. And then another thing that people don't pay attention to is premarital counseling.
Now, you know, a question came some days ago that this premarital counseling that we've been talking about, what exactly is the essence? What's the importance of premarital counseling? You know that there are some things that you are used to in your life that you don't really see as a big deal until somebody talks about it. Now, I was given an analogy that if you're in a room that has goodies, it has some junks also, it has table and chair, it has some books, it has different things inside that room, but there is no light inside the room. All you can do is just to stay put where you are, whether you are lying on the bed or something, just to stay. There is no light, so you don't even know if biscuit is in the room or there is table and chair for you to read or anything inside the room. But once there is light in the room, you can see that this is table and chair. I can read here. This thing is a refuse bin. I need to discard this thing. Premarital counseling would shine light for you to see that these are the goodness that I can make use of that I'm not even seeing. And it will also shine light on the things that you need to trash in your life. Because premarital counseling will come from the unbiased angle.
Give you wholesome view.
Exactly. Of marriage, of relationship. Because we as counselors, we don't have feelings for you. Sorry, we are not in love. Our own is very straight. So it will help you to see that, okay, these are the things I'm saying about you. These are the things I'm saying about your spouse. These are the ways that you should, work some of these things, and we'll put down the options on the table. Option A, pros and cons. Option B, pros and cons, and then we'll ask you to make your decisions based on them.
So because at the end of the day, it still lies in your hands.
Decision, we will not make decisions for you.
Yes, but the information would have helped you. Let's say there's a stool in the room, and then you hit that stool. If there's no light, you will hit that stool.
Yes.
But now that there's light, you know that you move the stool.
You move it away from the room so that you don't get injured. Yes.
And then I just want to chip this into very important. If you have not gotten our book, Attracting and Retaining the Right Man Made Easy, for every lady here and even guys, if you have not gotten that book, please get it now.
Another thing is that if you're planning to get married and you've not enrolled for our premarital counseling course, don't let me say what's in my mind. Click on the link in bio or the description box, or reach out to us on all social media platforms at Love and Emotions Hub, or send us a mail at loveandemotionshub@gmail.com and let us know that you need marital counseling is not something that you should even gamble.
With, yeah.
It's not, because you're planning for wedding, you're planning for event planner, you're planning for all of the things, spending millions on your wedding, and you're not taking premarital counseling course.
The
all
thing
wrong
that
now.
will sustain
all wrong.
all the money you have
Yes. So if you know anybody that is about to get married or anything like that, as they're saying that I have a vendor that is cooking jollof rice and fried rice somewhere, be telling the person now that I have trained and certified spirit-filled counselors that they're going to do premarital counseling for, because it's important. Because marriage is important than the wedding.
Let me even now give you an example. I don't know how many of you heard that story of that particular person that spent over 150 million on marriage, on wedding. And then under 2 months he broke. Under 2 months, after spending 150 million naira.
Yeah.
So a word is
enough for the wise.
Point number 4: when someone marries in haste, a lot of people don't take their time.
Yes.
They just want to get married. You know, everybody is rushing.
They met the guy. I want to
be like,
let's marry.
He's doing us like this. Let's get married, because anything can change.
Was rushing you.
And when you rush in, don't forget, you might just rush out.
Because we are not saying that we are not advocating for long-time relationship.
Yeah.
But we are not saying that you should be in a relationship for so long. But at the same time, take due diligence to study some things. How I would relate with you if we just met for a month is going to be different from my level of comfortability around you if I've spent 6 months with you. And at the same time, not only comfortability, your opinion about me, my opinion about you would be broader after 6 months than 1 month. We are not saying that 6 months you know the person finish, because you cannot know anybody finish. Even me myself, I have not even known myself finish. But there are some basic things that due time and diligence would help you. It's non-negotiable. Please do not let anybody pressurize you that let's get married next month. Let's get married. Or when you are married, you will be married for forever till Jesus comes. So there's nothing worrying you. 3 months extra, 4 months extra is not going to change anything. You know, so please take due diligence to make sure that nobody pressurizes you, your spouse or your person in relationship does not pressurize you to get married.
Take it very importantly.
So the things you need to work on before you get married, you work on it. The things you need to remove from your life or anything, you work on it before you get married. It's not when there are some things that you learn when you are on the job, but there are some things that you need to learn before you get on the job. Please do not negotiate for anything.
Before we go to number 5, which we said is very, very important, you will agree with us that number 1 to 4 has been worth it.
Exactly.
So have you liked?
Have you shared? Yes.
Have you subscribed?
You liking our videos will help us to know that we are giving you the content, value for your time and for your data, and it will help us also to make more videos to answer your questions and to help you on the right path towards a godly marriage. So you want to encourage us, click the like button, click the subscribe button, and go extra step by sharing this to people that you know that would need this information. It's very important. Don't be selfish. So share also, and do not forget finally to make comments. Put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about some of these things. Are there some things that we did not talk about? Are there some things that you want to add your own opinions to? Are there some questions that have been bothering you that you feel like you should ask? Anything whatsoever, drop it in the comment section and we'll sure get back to you.
And number 5 is when someone marries when still immature. Now, this particular point, one of the reasons why we say it's very important is because a lot of people feel that age is as important as they think it is, you know, and that's why people rush in and say, oh, I'm 35, I'm 30, I'm 25, I just want to get married, you know, because of my age and things like that. Age is not the same thing as maturity
at all. Age might obviously have an impact, but it's not a weighing balance. It's not the pointer.
It's not
that
the mainstay.
The older you are, the more. No, it's not.
Haven't you? Now, let me ask you. Haven't you seen scenarios where you will see some 40-year-olds and you will just imagine that why is this person reasoning like a 15-year-old?
For God's sake.
And at the same time, you see some 22-year-old And you'll be like,
when you
whoa,
listen to them.
What confidence,
you
what
be like,
intelligence.
this person has lived with old people. Because there's old there.
So now, when we talk about the maturity thing, let me give you aspects where maturity is important. Financial maturity. So we're not saying that you have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
That's not what we're saying. But we're saying that you have the capacity to fend for at least 2 people if you are a guy.
And another
another extra person, which is if along the line you give back to a child. So at least you have the capacity to take care of at least 3 people.
And also, financial maturity comes to how best or how well
financial management.
Yes, it's your financial management skills.
Yes.
See, some people, it's not as if they don't have money, but they don't know how to retain money.
Yes.
So if you don't know how to retain money, you will be poor. Some people, it's not as if they are not making money. They are making money, but they don't know how to retain the money.
Yes.
They are making money, they don't know how to multiply the money.
Yes.
And when you see them outside, you think they are poor. They are not. So imagine this kind of person entering in marriage, or even 2 people of that same nature entering. They will just be struggling and struggling and struggling.
So
they won't say that we need to earn more, we need to earn more. They will earn more and their liabilities continue to explode. Yeah. Do you understand? So it's not even only about the size of your pocket, but how to manage what you have to make sure that everything is covered. It's very important.
Yes. And for ladies too, a lot of ladies have this mindset that, oh, I just want to marry a rich man and that's all. What tells you that you cannot be a rich lady yourself? Why do people keep thinking that?
They don't want to put in that work. I guess that's just really it. They want to live the soft life, which there is no problem with. You want to live the soft life, but you're not really ready to be the person that will put in that work. You just want to sit down and cross legs and eat.
Do you know what that is doing to you? It is killing you. In that, when God created you with all the potentials you need to become a successful person. But because of the mentality and the ideology that you have maybe grown up with, or because of people around you, or things like that, have you not heard of ladies or women that are successful, highly successful billionaires, highly successful, and are doing great and mighty things all around the world?
Even if they've not even heard, or if you've not even seen, look at me, for example. I'm before you are listening to me. I have my money. See, I pamper my husband as well as I pamper myself. I can decide to go on any trip if I want to go, and I'm living my soft life. So, I mean, it's a mentality, it's a mindset that it takes extra effort to be able to correct in society. And I'll not even lie to you, celebs are making it worse. Because we see celebs that on a normal day they don't have anything, and before you know it, they're getting married to. Look at one of our prominent actress, a very young girl that became maybe like 5th or 6th wife of a politician, and now she's living her best life. She's role model to thousands of young ladies out there. So celebrities, rich, celebrities, that's what they call them.
Okay, now let me say this: even the celebrities you're talking about. Out of those celebrities, why don't you pick the one? Anyway, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Why don't you pick the one that is doing well in the work that she is doing? She's still a she. She's not married to a rich man somewhere that she's now relying on the person's money, and she's still a celebrity. Why did you decide not to pick that one? Why is it this one you are picking?
Anyway, at the
end of the day, it's your decision. So determine who is going to be your role model indeed. You did not see Alakija to be your role model. You did not see
your own?
Obi Ezekwesili to be your role model. Another area of maturity or immaturity is emotional maturity. There are some people that at the age of 35, at the age of 42, any small thing they have cried. At the slightest anger, they are crying.
Crying.
Nobody is saying crying is a problem. That's not the point.
Yeah.
But it's not at the slightest provocation, at the slightest, oh my God. the next thing is that you burst into cry. You cannot even put yourself together. Now, we're not saying that, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that crying is a problem. That's not the point. But it becomes a point where at every point in time,
you cannot process your thoughts, you cannot articulate your thoughts, you cannot, engage in meaningful and purposeful conversation without breaking down. That's where the problem is. We know that there are some people that when the emotions build up, they feel emotional. But that is not the point. What we are saying is that some people cannot intellectually put down their thought pattern and articulate it, that this is not good, or this is how I feel, or this or that, without making a fuss about it, or making a scene about it, or those are the things that we mean about emotional stability.
Another area too is spiritual maturity. A lot of people, we're not saying that you should be a pastor, that's not what we're saying, but we're saying that you should marry somebody who is growing.
Even if the person is not there,
you can see the eagerness.
You can see the eagerness better day by day.
So there's that, even if you are the lady and you are the stronger person spiritually, and the guy is, a little lower than you spiritually. But if you see the hunger, you see the thirst that this guy is yearning for God, he wants to just get better. It's a matter of time he will pick up. I mean, no problem. Another area too is mental maturity. Mental. Can we talk together and discuss on an intellectual level? A very good intellectual level. There are some people that let me just leave it at that. So those are the things. So pay attention to those 5 points. We hope that you've been able to take these 5 points very importantly on when marriage is a mistake. And we also pray that for you, your marriage will not be a mistake.
And please note that even if, or with all the points we've mentioned,
you faltered.
There is no marriage if you're already in this kind of marriage. There is no marriage that cannot work, that God cannot repair. It takes, number one, seeking help, seeking professional counsel and spirit-filled counsel, because things of the physical are still being controlled by the spiritual, and that is why we are here. When we offer professional counsel, there are some times that we see that we need to back this thing up spiritually, and I kid you not, the results have been mind-blowing. We even get results that are real, as I'm like,
give all glory to God.
I'm telling you, all glory to God. So if you find yourself in this kind of marriage already, please reach out to us, book for your counseling session so that we can address this issue ASAP. See, there is nothing beyond repair. As far as I'm concerned, there is nothing beyond repair.
And now that she even mentioned ASAP, let me give a scenario. For a cancer patient, for instance, a cancer case is best approached when it's still at the early stage, when it has not gotten to maybe stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Do you understand? So if it's just stage 1, it is easier to nip in the bud and take care of, compared to if you are going to stage 4. So whatever stage you are in now, this is the best time for you to seek help.
The best time.
Reach out to us via mail, loveandemotionshub@gmail.com, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok at Love and Emotions Hub. Just send us a DM and we'll pick it up from there. Just go to the description box and our links are there. So it's very, very important, whatever stage you are now. And that means that even if you're single and you're confused, or you're married and you feel, that you just need some guidance, you need some light on some things, reach out to us.
Please don't keep this to yourself, and don't seek for advice outside from your friends. Your friends are not bad, but they cannot see the way we've seen. They cannot understand. They don't have basic principles to help you say that this is. They'll just tell you based on what they know. You cannot give what you don't have, right? So be careful of where you get your advice from, so that it doesn't even make things worse than it had been before.
Exactly. So at this point, have you liked this video? Because we want to believe that at this point you enjoyed this video. So if you have not liked it, please click on the thumbs up. Yes, on the thumbs up button. Like this video. Please also share to your friends, share to people that you know really need this thing. Put on your status, share everywhere. Just keep sharing and subscribe. Just click on that subscribe button, and also click on that notification bell so that every time we reel out videos, you would be the first to know that yes, a video is there for you to watch. All right, we wish you the best, and see you in the next video. Bye.